Hi there. StoneCo has recently reported its earnings for the first quarter 2023. As you can see, the stock price has declined by more than 80% from its peak. But the business has started to improve, and the stock price went up more than 40% in recent months. I did an analysis at the beginning of the year when I said that the stock price can double, and so far the stock price is up over 40%. The market cap was around 3 billion that time. But now the market cap is around 4 billion. Now, if you read their presentation, you'll find out that their numbers have improved a lot. Their clients have increased to almost 2.7 million. Also, their banking clients have increased to 1.2 million. So it more than double from the first quarter of 2022. And they want to relaunch their credit business. They are starting with less clients, around 200, in order to protect themselves against the risk. Because in 2021, 2022, they took more risk and they lost a lot of money. But now, their net income has improved from a loss to a profit around 45 million. You see 225 million, but those are Brazilian reais. If you make the conversion, that amount will be 45 million. So the business is doing great at this moment. Now, let's see the valuation. StoneCo is on my watch list, but I don't know how you invest. I always try to find a fair value and then to buy with a margin of safety. When the market cap is below the fair value, the stock gets to my radar. So when I did the analysis at the beginning of the year, I said that the fair value would be around 4 billion. And my margin of safety was around 2.2 billion. Now, we have different valuations because the numbers have changed. So let's see my new valuations. If StoneCo grows by 15% for the next 5 years and then 10%, then the fair value for a 10% annual return will be around 4 billion. And now the market cap is around 4.1 billion. So the current market cap, StoneCo seems fairly valued for a 10% annual return. Now let's see the risk. If the growth rate is lower, StoneCo grows by 10% for the next 5 years and then 5%, then the fair value will be around 2 billion. So you can have a decline of 50%. This can happen if there is more competition and StoneCo loses more market share. And the gray scenario, where StoneCo may grow by 20% a year, then the fair value will be around 10 billion. And now the market cap is around 4.1 billion. This can happen if StoneCo keeps improving its business and gain more market share. But the problem is there is a lot of competition. StoneCo competes with PagSeguro, Mercado Libre, and other regional banks. And it's quite hard to predict the future. You don't know what will happen. Plus, there is the risk of new regulations from Brazil. And be aware that this business operates in Brazilian reais. So if that currency declines compared to the dollar, then the fair value will be even lower. So to sum up, I still believe that the fair value is around 4 billion. And the base case scenario between 4 and 6 billion. It all depends on their growth. But if StoneCo faces more competition, then the value may be even lower. They may lose more market share and the market cap can go to 2 billion. They compete with big players such as PagSeguro and Mercado Libre, the king of Latin America. And it's quite hard to predict who will be the winner in this industry. Of course, they can both operate in that industry and be profitable. But we have to be aware of the risk, when to buy and when to sell. As I said, the fair value is around 4 billion for a 10% annual return. If you are pleased with that return, then you can invest in StoneCo. As I said, also there is the upside of another double. The market cap can go to 10 billion or even more. But you always have to focus on the risk first. That's why I said a margin of safety around 2.2 billion or around 2 billion. So I'm not invested in this company, even though I like the management, they are honest, and they do a good job, but I prefer to avoid the risk from competition, new regulations, and a decline in their currency. So it's up to you. If you want to take the risk, you may double your money at the current price, but you can also lose 50%. So you have to balance the risk and the reward and see for yourself how it fits you. Maybe it's a great buy for you at the current price, but for me, it's not a great investment. As I said, the market cap can go to 10 billion, but there is also risk. So you should be aware of that. And if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments.